I'm Kelly with fitnessblender.com, and today I have a body weight only lower body workout for you. You don't need any equipment for this at all, though you can always add a set of dumbbells or resistance bands if you want to step up the challenge. I haven't included your warm-up or your cool-down, so you're going to want to make sure that you do both of those on your own. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're doing each one of these active intervals for 45 seconds with a 15-second rest in between. Feel free to stop and take an extra break whenever you need to. Just try to jump back in as soon as you can. We're starting off with monster walks, so sinking into as low as a squat you can control and just walking forward twice and then back twice. This next time, make sure you lead with a different leg. So if you have a resistance band, this is an excellent exercise with a resistance band. Otherwise, if you are limited in space, you can always just move back and forth. So you'll be getting a similar effect with that. Otherwise, just keep going. Like I said, feel free to stop and take a break if you need to. And you can always pop up in between, gather yourself, take a break, and then get back into it. 2 and 1. All right, so that's our first interval done. Next up, we're going to be doing a staggered leg deadlift, which you can also do on a single leg if you like. Pick your difficulty level, but if you drop one leg back, so you're just kind of supporting yourself for balance there, you can add weights if you like, but even with body weight alone, you should really feel this. Use your glutes to pull yourself back up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you come back up. Keep that back nice and flat. Like I said, if you add weights onto this, you're definitely going to feel it even more, but even with just body weight, if you really focus on engaging those muscles, and the more narrow your stance is, the more difficult it will also be on your balance as well as those glute and core muscles. 2. All right, so next up, we're just going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So make sure you've got the opposite leading leg in front this time. And take a nice deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And here we go. All right, so again, back nice and flat. Even when we're not lifting an actual weight, we move like we are. And if you hear any snoring, that's Loki at the base of the camera. It's not me, I swear. Though I might do that sometime after my workout today. Keep your core nice and tight. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you pull back up. All right, next up we're going to be doing a good morning to a squat. So nice little kind of fluid combination here. Yet another one that you can add either a resistance band or a weight to. But we're just using body weight today, otherwise it still counts. It is still effective. So down for that squat, come right back up and back nice and flat. Good morning. So you're coming back, you're starting that squat by hinging at the hips. So you're sticking your butt out and behind you. Squeeze back up, and then nice flat back for that good morning. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you press back up. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as you come back up. That way you'll never be holding your breath. Under 10 seconds left. All right, next up we have clock taps. So this can look a lot of different ways depending on how difficult you want to make it. But we're gonna be tapping front diagonal, to the side, back diagonal, and back. So first focus on it being a clean range of motion, so your hips are staying level and you're going out roughly the same distance or the same spot on each side. Now go back and do it in reverse order. So if you like to step up the challenge or the cardio or the impact, you can do it faster. So basically your feet are kind of off the ground together. Just make sure that you're landing nice and light. Keep going if you can. All right, so next up we're gonna be dropping down to the ground for some Pilates influenced exercises. So we are gonna be starting off with a side leg lift. So getting set up and comfortable, pull that toe back up towards yourself, reach overhead, enjoy that stretch, and then bring that leg up, slow and controlled. You can keep on a similar breathing pattern here. You're inhaling as you come down, exhale as you come back up. Five seconds left. All right, so next up, we're gonna be doing a clamshell plus an extension. And you can either keep your feet down, your top foot resting on your bottom foot for this, or you can just hover the whole time right over that foot to make it harder. So we're gonna be doing a clamshell, and once we're out, do an extension with that leg, tuck it back in and back down. And again, remember, you can rest on that leg if you need to in between repetitions. Take a quick breather and then come back up. Or remember that hover option right here where those feet just never really touch, so your muscles are working the whole time. Keep in mind it's okay to, in fact it's ideal even, to combine these difficulty levels. So if you can do just a little bit of the hard one, just do as much as you can and then revert back to the easier version. And before you know it, you'll be able to do more and more of the hard version. And either way, it's good because you're moving, and that's what counts. All right, so next up, we're going to be doing sweeps. So staying here, lying on our sides. Again, stretch that toe up towards your body. You're going to put your arm out for counterbalance here so we don't fall over, because we're going to be moving that leg around our body. So here, we're going to go forward and back. So just as much as your range of motion allows, keeping that leg level. And just like the other ones, you can take a break anytime you need to. Just try to get right back into it. Don't hold your breath. You got about 15 seconds left. 5, 2, and 1. All right, so next up, we're gonna be doing a side plank with a dip. So you can go up in a full plank if you like, or from your knees. I'm gonna do it from my knees. Again, you can do the hardest version for as long as you can manage and then switch to that easier version as well. Otherwise, keeping that body in a straight line from knee or toe to upper, just coming down, tap that hip on the ground, and then come right back up. Again, you can rest here, take a break, and actually come up off the mat if you feel like you don't have the strength to stay here and just dip down. Otherwise, stay in this position as long as you can before you take a break. Keep your shoulders down and away from your neck. Ten seconds left. And then we're going to switch sides. All right, so I'm going to do that same sequence on the opposite side of the body, starting off with those side leg lifts. Treat yourself to a nice deep breath, nice little stretch here. All right, here we go. So this side was working while we were targeting that other side. It was a supporting muscle. So for some of those exercises, so don't feel discouraged if this side that you're doing the second round on gets faster, gets sore or tired faster than the first round. 15 seconds left. Three, two, one. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing that clamshell plus extension, so stacking those feet and knees. Let's get comfortable. And remember your resting or hover option to make it harder. Otherwise, we'll be opening up at that hip and extending that leg. Ooh, buddy, should feel this right here, right in those glute me's, should be talking to you. 15 seconds left. Try to keep going if you can. Almost done. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing those sweeps. So stretch out that leg if you need to for just a second. The muscles are starting to get tired. All right, so just coming up in front of the body and then back behind the body. Use that other arm to support yourself here. Here we go. Front should feel kind of like a stretch, except for your muscles are working. Slow and controlled. Just about 10 seconds, keep going. All right, so here's our last interval before a quick break. We're doing that plank on that other side, and this one in particular, you might notice that fatigue from working on the other side. Otherwise, pop up into a plank when you're ready, and we'll get this done and get to our break. Here we go, dipping down and back up. Again, push down and away so your shoulders are not coming up to your ears. Make sure your shoulder joint is right over that elbow joint, and even you might notice as you do this that you slip out a little bit, and it's okay to stop and adjust your position. "15 seconds left. "5 seconds. All right, so that's our water break. So grab a quick drink of water if you need it. Don't drink too much, but we'll jump right back into the second half. All right, we're jumping right back into the second half of this routine. We're gonna be doing a bridge plus a step out. So you want those feet on the ground, pretty close to your butt, and we're gonna be pressing up through those heels in order to bring our back and our bum off of the mat here. So take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, press up through the glutes there. And then once you're here, just go ahead, step out with one leg, out with the other, and then back down. Come back up. Next time, lead with the opposite leg. Out and out. Do the best you can to keep those hips up and level as you move those legs around. That's the challenge. Tap and tap. Definitely, if you want to put bands around your knees or right under your knees for this one, you can definitely step up the challenge again. All right, next up we have a supine lift plus a hold. So we're gonna be staying on just one side, maybe pulling that toe up towards ourselves, bringing it parallel with this other leg, and then just pausing there at the top just to enjoy the burn just a little bit. All right, so here we go, coming up, just pause just for a couple seconds, and then slowly lower back down. Just like with the other exercises, helps to inhale as you're releasing, then exhale as you come back up for that hold. All right, I'm gonna repeat that on the opposite side. All right, enjoy that little calf stretch by pulling your toe up to yourself. And take a nice deep breath. Here we go. Hold 1 to 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Slowly lower back down. Depends on how your muscles are feeling. You don't want any pain. Exercise should never cause you the bad kind of pain. You know, burning muscles and feeling sweaty and even having a little bit of trouble trying to talk, you know, becoming winded, these are all normal. But pain, you should always stop. You should never, it's very easy to do more harm than good when you're pushing through something like that. So always, I'm sure you've heard us say this before, listen to your body. All right, so next up we're gonna be doing an up and over plus a hydrant. So kind of a little combination move here. So pick a side and we're extending that out behind you. And you can start either on the inside here, kind of cross back behind your body, or on the outside. But we're gonna be going up and over. And once you get back to this side, come here for a knee to the elbow. Up, tap on the other side of the body, then the outside of the body, and up for that knee. Back to the outside. Just keep that going. Try to keep your pelvis stable. Really, all of this motion you want to be muscle work, so try to not let your hips swing a lot. You're trying to articulate from that hip joint. Under 10 seconds left. All right, so we're gonna do that same thing on the opposite side of the body. So just get set up there. That foot on the outside will be going up and over to the inside. All right, here we go. Up, over, and knee. Back to the outside, over to the other side of the body, back to the outside, and then up to that knee. Try to keep a bend in your elbows so that your upper body is working as well. If you don't walk out those elbows, then get a little upper body too. "15 seconds left. All right, there we go. So next interval, we're going back to a bridge variation. This time we're gonna do a butterfly at the top. So another time that if you have band, and I'm just gonna make you guys a band workout in the future so we can do that together. Otherwise, you're pushing up and right at the top, you bow out. And slowly lower back down. Remember that hover option from earlier. You can rest at the bottom or just press back up. Keep going, don't hold your breath. Try to make sure that your legs are going out in an even way so that one is not creating most of that range of motion. You want to recreate the same movement on either side of the body. All right, so we're already on our last interval. We're gonna be doing Froggers. So flipping over on our stomachs, you're gonna bring those legs up and press those feet together as best as you can. Get comfortable here. So you're gonna wanna not hold your breath. This one's a burner, but we're gonna take a deep breath in and then exhale as you come back up for a lift. So just like with the other exercises, you can stay here and just kind of hover over the ground, or you can come up and then relax in between reps before you go in for that next rep. So pick your difficulty level. And if this is a difficult range of motion for you to do, then I recommend just sticking to back bows, or you could even flip over and do a bridge again with a bow at the top. Otherwise, okay, we've got about 6 seconds left, so let's just hold it here if you can. Slowly lower. All right, so that's it already. So I hope you enjoyed this routine. I'd love to know what you thought. I'd love to know what you'd like to see next from us. Otherwise, thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for working out with me. Good job, guys. Workout complete.